Ireland grapples with intensifying housing crisis. Ireland is facing a deepening housing crisis, marked by soaring property prices, a lack of affordable housing, and increasing homelessness. The situation has reached critical levels, prompting urgent calls for government intervention and comprehensive policy reforms. Over the past decade, Ireland has witnessed a dramatic increase in property prices, driven by a combination of high demand and limited supply. According to the Central Statistics Office, CSO, house prices have risen by nearly 90% since 2013, with Dublin experiencing some of the sharpest increases. The average cost of a home in the capital now exceeds €400,000, far outpacing wage growth and putting home ownership out of reach for many. The rental market is equally strained, with rents climbing to record highs. The Residential Tenancies Board, RTB, reports that the average monthly rent across Ireland is now over €1,400, with Dublin rents surpassing €2,000. This surge has led to an affordability crisis, forcing many families to spend an unsustainable proportion of their income on housing. Contributing to the crisis is a significant shortfall in new housing construction. The Economic and Social Research Institute, ESRI, estimates that Ireland needs to build at least 35,000 new homes annually to meet demand, yet annual completions have consistently fallen short of this target. The pandemic further disrupted construction, exacerbating the supply-demand imbalance. The social housing sector is also under severe pressure. According to the Department of Housing, Local Government and Heritage, there are over 61,000 households on the social housing waiting list. Efforts to expand social housing stock have been hampered by funding constraints and bureaucratic delays, leaving many vulnerable families in precarious living conditions. Homelessness has surged as a direct consequence of these challenges. The latest figures from the Department of Housing show that more than 10,000 people are currently homeless, including over 3,000 children. Charities and advocacy groups warn that the actual number could be higher, as many people in temporary or insecure housing are not captured in official statistics. In response to the crisis, the government has launched several initiatives aimed at increasing housing supply and improving affordability. The Housing for All plan, unveiled in 2021, commits to investing €20 billion over 5 years to build 300,000 new homes, including 90,000 social homes. However, critics argue that the plan does not go far enough to address the immediate needs of those affected by the crisis. Opposition parties and housing advocates are calling for more radical measures, such as rent controls, increased investment in public housing, and stronger protections for tenants. They also emphasize the need for policies that discourage speculative investment and prioritize housing as a basic human right rather than a commodity. The housing crisis has become a major political issue, with widespread public dissatisfaction influencing recent local and national elections. Protests and demonstrations have become common, as citizens demand urgent action to ensure that everyone in Ireland has access to safe, affordable housing. As Ireland continues to grapple with this complex and multifaceted crisis, the need for comprehensive, sustained efforts to address housing affordability, supply, and security remains paramount. The nation's future prosperity and social cohesion depend on finding effective solutions to this pressing challenge.